Welcome to the Cartoon Rewind Podcast.
And good evening, my cartoon addicts, and welcome to another episode of the Cartoon Rewind Podcast. I am Frank, and I'm not here alone. I got my partner in crime, Rolly, and the walking encyclopedia of all cartoons. Of course, I'm talking about Gemini himself. Rolly, have I told you today how interesting you are, buddy?
No, not today.
Well, you know what? My apologies, buddy. I want you to know you are so interesting that your former landlord uses you as a reference.
Oh my God.
Those are just
my
facts.
God.
Buddy. Those are just facts.
Oh my God.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Just wait until next week's. Just wait until next week's. That's one of my favorite ones.
Oh my God. Such a dad joke. That's such a dad
I loved it. I loved it. All right. So now, before we get into today's episode, my cartoon addicts, do us a favor. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like. And don't forget, you can follow us on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you can get your podcast. And we're on Instagram and on TikTok. And my brothers, how's it going today?
What were you saying, Dwayne?
Just to remember that in April, we will be on Apple Podcasts. Not even if Frank doesn't give us an Apple ID, we will be on Apple Podcasts before April 30th.
Well, I'll add that once we're on the Apple Podcast.
Sounds good. Finally, took long enough.
There you go.
And I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Of course, buddy. Hey, so Rolly, what's on the agenda for today?
Today
What
we
are
are rewatching C.O.P.S. Not the bad boys. What you gonna do? Not that C.O.P.S.
So not the one that I was on season one on. Then
not the one that you got. Not the one you got in trouble for. That they you're outside with your tank top, white tank top. Yeah, not that one.
What does C.O.P.S stand for?
Central Organization of Police. Specialist.
Come on.
Man, I was going to say Command Operation Protocol.
Not Command with a K. Not Command with a K.
No, that's Mask. That's Mask. With the K. But you know, back then everything had to be different. Everything had a Z because it just made it better, or an X.
Yes.
That's what I was going for.
All right. I was so close. 3 out of 4. I got 3 out of 4. So we're watching the premiere episode 1 of season 1 of C.O.P.S. Every time I say C.O.P.S, I want to say it in deep voice. C.O.P.S. The name of this, the name of this episode is "The Case of the Stuck-Up Blimp," and we're not talking about a blimp who thinks very highly of themselves.
Hello, I'm a blimp, and I'm all that.
I visualized who you're talking about when you were doing that. So just a quick little feedback on this episode. So, funny enough, the blimp, even though we're saying it's stuck up, the blimp itself has a name. So the blimp is called Mountebank, and it's housing a charity dinner. Which are two main characters, which is Bulletproof and Hardtop, have been invited to, but there's just one problem. The crooks have come to rob it, and Hardtop, he's afraid of heights. The two cops on this episode focuses on two primary cops. Number one is Hardtop. And then Bulletproof, which is the main, I think it's the main character of the show. He's a detective. He's the one that...
Isn't he the one that looks like Morpheus a little bit, always wearing the sunglasses?
And he has a trench coat on?
Deep voice?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what this episode is about. Little facts here. This episode aired. Let me see what aired October 5th, 1988. Which, in case of for those of you who keeping track, was a Wednesday, which is a random day to start a cartoon. But that was 35 years ago, 5 months and 28 days. So, in case you're trying to do the math, like what you were doing on October 5th, just remember it was 35 years ago. Let me know. Uh-huh.
And like our previous, if you listen to our previous Brave Star episode, this was not the original story for the first episode. This was not how they got together. They just put it on TV just to put it on TV. They did the original pilot episode, I think in episode 5 of this cartoon, where they showed how BP Vest became BP Vest.
And BP, that's bulletproof,
And this is
and
why
that's
you're
bulletproof
Wikipedia.
for those who are not fluent in the cartoon of cops. So awesome. Does anybody want to know some fun facts of 1988? Since we're here,
Sure.
all right.
I do.
So, real quick, just a few things here. Did you know that a big screen TV cost about $3,000 back in 1988?
I believe it.
Wow.
I believe it.
And wow. Of course. Frank, did you have one back in the day?
I did not, but I can tell you, right when HD TV sets started coming out, I bought a 27-inch CRT, 27-inch CRT, and it was a 4x3, not even a 16x9, and that thing cost me $700. $700 for a CRT 4x3 720p
Yeah.
HD TV set, bro. And I freaking loved it. I saved up so long.
Do you remember the big screen TV that I had? It was like a coffin. It was a coffin.
Yes. Yes, because I had the Mitsubishi
Which,
one,
yeah.
the later model.
Yeah, and then when you upgraded to the other one, the smaller one, remember it was still like I don't know how it was like a 3 feet by 5 feet TV, and that was a smaller version. You were so
Yeah.
excited, like look at this how small this TV. Look how small this TV
I
was.
was.
But you all gave me a hard time
remember.
because that was 4x3. It was a rear projection 4x3, but
Yes.
it was amazing picture though. It was a Mitsubishi just like yours, but it was an amazing picture for a rear projection TV.
Yeah.
Yes,
It was.
But it
That
weighed
will
for
say,
me-
100%.
yeah.
We still gave you shit.
It was.
But
It was
yes,
also.
it
It
was.
also weighed like 300 pounds. And when I divorced my wife, and I moved out, I left it in the house because I didn't want to drag it anywhere.
Yeah, I was like,
done.
this is too
That's
big.
when I
I'm done.
upgraded to my pride and joy that I still have to this day. My Vizio 55-inch. My 55-inch 3D guys.
3D. I remember.
Oh, that's right. You did have
Yes.
I do have a
you did
3D
have a
TV and a 3D DVD player that I don't even own. I only own one 3D movie. That's a different story. So, by the way, the number one, going back, the number one movie, the most popular TV show back in '88. Does anybody want to guess? The Cosby Show. That's
Cosby Show.
correct. Yes. The highest grossing movie for 1988.
Shoot.
Tom
Ghostbusters?
Cruise is in it.
No, Top Gun was earlier, I think, wasn't it? Tom Cruise was in it. Shoot. What? Oh my god.
No, that's even
Risky
earlier.
Business.
Yeah.
All right,
That's way early.
don't want to take too much. Rain Man.
What is it?
Oh, really?
With
Yeah.
Hoffman.
Yes.
yeah, 2,451. Yes,
That's very good.
2,450.
October 1988 is also the premiere for The Phantom of the Opera. One of our That's for Christie. Yes,
And
it's
that's
our
for Christy.
all time favorite
Okay.
opera and all time favorite thing in our world. So opened on Broadway in 1988. Um, Fun fact: me and Christy went to the one of the last shows in Broadway when for the Phantom of the Opera. That's it. Yes,
Nice.
I
Nice.
Yeah. And if Christy's listening, hey, Christy, we got to hang out, the three of us, and
I
have a
thought you
few
were gonna
drinks
say it
one
all
day.
like, "Hey."
Well, Rolly, guess what, buddy? I have an interesting fact about 1988, which made me really think, man. So, the best selling Christmas toy in 88, and believe it or not, it wasn't even a toy, it was a system. It was the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES. Now, here's the interesting part, because I was like, I remember this coming out earlier than 88. The NES has already been out for a few years, but the one that came out in 88 is actually the one that I actually bought, right? And it was pretty much redesigned, and so many kids that year, of course, not me, I had to buy my own. You know what I mean? So many kids that year received the NES, the new one. That's the one with the gun for Duck Hunt. You know what I mean? They got it for Christmas, for freaking birthdays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever the case may be. And one of the reasons why the Nintendo became so popular was, and I knew it was because of this game. This is what made the game. Can you guess the most popular game that really pushed the NES in '88?
Duck Hunt.
Super
Actually,
Mario.
there you go, Super
Two.
Mario Brothers 2. That had a big role in making Nintendo more of a mainstream and an actual household name was Mario Brothers 2. You know what I mean? Because a lot of games were coming out that year, but that Mario Brothers
Wait,
2,
So
everybody wanted it
so
once
so
Mario Brothers
but
came out.
also Mario Brothers 3 came out that same year though. Did you know that? Yeah, towards the end.
Later on, most likely. Or no, not well, I'm not sure exactly when
Yeah,
Mario Brothers 3 came out.
yeah,
I
yeah. I
wasn't
looked at
looking those
some of the
facts.
popular games, video games, because one of them is interesting. You would like it. But yeah, Mario Brothers 3 also came out that year. Mario Brothers 2 is, you're right, it's super popular. It's one of the most popular ones, and it came out in 1988. But yeah, Mario Brothers 3 was actually released. It was released in Japan in 1988. So October. So and
And it probably hit
no,
the US in
What?
'84, most likely.
no,
Sorry, in
1990.
'89.
So 88 October 23, 1988, released in Japan. North America got it February 12, 1990, and Europe got it in August of 91. Wow. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
But I
they were
remember
getting.
having
They,
all three Mario
There's
brothers.
only
I
two
remember having
brothers.
all three.
There's Mario and Luigi.
them two brothers.
The other one's a
Oh,
bastard child.
Mario,
The other one's a
Super Mario,
it's a
Mario
bastard child.
Brothers,
The
Super
other one's a
Mario Brothers
bastard
2
child.
and
Don't do it.
3.
Don't do it, Frank. Don't do it, Frank. Don't do it. Don't
I'm
do
gonna
it.
do it. I'm gonna do it,
Don't
D. I'm
do
gonna do it.
So, by the way,
it. Do it.
so yeah, I don't know the difference between the two games though. So I remember Mario
Oh my
Brothers
god.
3. I remember because that's the one where you go up and down the board and you go to different zones, right? And you fly because of the
You
tail.
can
Yeah,
fly.
Okay, what's Mario Brothers 2?
Exactly.
that's the one with the where you.
It's the same thing as Mario Brothers 1, right? Just kind of different.
No, it's not that one.
No,
It's not that one.
it's more boards, and I believe it introduced. Oh my god, what are those things called? The water world. You can do the POW thing, if I remember correctly, where you can grab that freaking. Oh, and it also had the princess. It also had the
Okay.
princess in it. It had more
Okay.
characters. And I believe it had what's the dragon called? The green
Um,
one.
Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Yeah,
Yoshi.
that's when they introduced Josie. Yeah, it was.
Yes. It took it to the next level, man. It really did.
All right. So we can dive
That's it.
into the case of the stuck-up blimp. My name is
Hey.
Mountback.
So, wow, wow, horrible, but wow.
So let's get this.
So whenever you're
All
ready,
right,
All right, so you guys
we're
ready?
born ready.
All right, let's make it happen, Captain. Let's hit play.
So, see, I'm just looking at the badge from this intro. I already hear the guy's name. I already hear the guy's voice. Cops.
Specialists.
Oh, well, I can hear it already in my ear, in my headphones. You guys hear it too? So, what was interesting about Cops? What was the coolest thing about Cops?
the toys
Gentlemen?
had cap guns.
The toys had cop guns. That's the
The
only
toy had
thing
cap
that
guns.
really. Yeah, that's the only thing to save this cartoon. I mean, the cartoon's not terrible, but the toy was a lot better.
And I like the vehicles. I like the vehicles.
The toy vehicles, to me, didn't sell me. The cartoon versions were pretty
Nah, I
good.
didn't either.
Yeah, look at Junkie. You guys saw Junk? What is it? Mud and Junkyard. Right.
I did.
But at the time,
Okay, so we
I don't remember this cartoon that much.
and we saw a redhead for a female redhead.
for like the sixth time. Dwayne, do you know how many episodes they made of Cops?
65.
Another 65 episodes? So, the case of the stuck-up blimp. I was asking you, but I can find it.
The blimp looks cool. It kind of has the
It does,
Batman
right?
vibe to
It does. When you see it, I feel like Batman the animated series, the way the blimps were. Yeah. Except this is supposed to be in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is Dr.
Was this made before or after?
I was going to call him Dr. Claw.
Claw.
And I confuse it, but yes, Claw. Now we finally see what Claw looks like.
Hey, isn't that Ripper from G.I. Joe, the Dreadnoughts?
Yes, it is.
The one in the middle?
Probably.
And the guy from the left, and the guy from the left is going to become the Sandman from Spider-Man. I'm trying to figure out who this guy is. The guy with the pinstripes.
The big boss?
Pinstripes.
The dummy. That's a dummy. Who is the dumbest cop, criminal, and who's the dumbest dreadnought?
Oh man,
You know what? This cop here, he doesn't look right. I think he's the one that's scared of heights.
he looks like
Yes,
He looks
a
like the type.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know how this computer works here. I can't remember. Actually, they can both be dreadnoughts. I can't remember who the dumbest dreadnought is. Is it Ripper? Is there one called the Ripper?
Could be Ripper.
Ripper's the one with the chainsaw.
Okay, I'm calling.
Yeah, it's Ripper.
I'm gonna make him. I'm gonna make him the dumbest one.
Well, look, he's got a gun that comes out of his that's on his arm,
Yeah, it's the
on
future.
his wrist,
Yeah. And
and he even had a computer in his car, which was pretty cool with face recognition and everything.
Yeah. And Dwayne, you're right. 65 episodes.
65? Okay.
See, I told you, he's the one that's scared of heights.
Apparently, yeah, it
65 was the
is.
magic number for syndication. My question
Yeah,
is...
I know what you're gonna say. 65 is the magic number. You know what? He looks like Duke.
He does look like
a
Duke.
dumb
But
version
yeah,
of Duke.
Dwayne has a good point. Like, if you know you're scared of heights, why are you gonna try and fucking do a trapeze thing if you're scared of heights?
Because he's a cop. He's trying to freaking whatchamacallit.
No,
Push
just
through
shoot
his
him like a
vehicle.
regular cop. I bet you if those
Doesn't he have
people
a
were,
radio?
if those black guys were black, he would have just shot him by now. Shot him in the back. Shot him in the back. Leave a gun and say, yeah.
But,
That was in self-defense.
Low hanging fruit. Low hanging fruit.
It's
Now he wants to
I'm just
quit the police force.
So,
He
question:
wants to quit the police
did they
force.
make a toy figure with the robotic dog that has that
nice. It's a
red
Yes.
great
police
question
light on his
because if
back?
they do,
Yes.
I want to buy it.
Yes.
Let
It's like
me.
$200 if you can find it.
Oh well, never mind that. I don't want it anymore. Yeah, bulletproof long arm. What's the guy's name though? Let me see.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm checking here. There's so many damn cops. There are a lot of cops characters. By the way, if I ever get a job, if I became a cop, I wanted to. Oh, Rex Bowser. I wanted to have a cool nickname like this. Like bulletproof.
What was your nickname?
I don't know.
That's what I'm going to name
Rubber
my next
legs.
dog. If ever you get a dog with
Rubber
bulletproof.
legs.
So I mean, I've had so many names. People used to call me. My most popular name was Machete. Machete. I don't
Machete.
know why they gave me
Machete
the name
You
kills.
Machete,
do
but it's
you
very
don't
it's
know
very
how to
person.
check. You do not know how to check.
It it does give you an idea though. You kind of think about it. Like shit. When somebody says, "Hey, this is my friend Machete," like, damn, what the hell did this guy do? So, um, I can't find any toys on it, but I'm pretty sure they did make it.
Toys on
I
what?
see a lot of people making toys. Let me see shopping. I'm looking now. I want to buy Rex Bowser pointer toy. All I'm getting is toys from Rex from Star Wars or Bowser from Star Wars. So
Or you should
yeah,
have
yeah,
gotten something from
Bowser, yeah,
Mario
yeah.
Brothers with Bowser.
So all right. So this guy is like,
All right, so this reporter is being followed by her robot,
yeah,
which is the camera person. No, no, no. The robot,
Mm-hmm.
which is her makeup artist, and there's a
yeah.
robot that's a
Well,
cameraman.
it's a future, so
Yep.
It's the future,
robots need to
yes.
help out.
Okay, so why is the bad guy dressed up as a waiter but still has his handcuffs on and his jail
Because that's
hat?
how you identify him. He knows.
Because people in the future,
By the way,
people,
they're stealing. They're flying a ship that says that has their name on it. So they're not very smart. By the way, bulletproof, bad leader. Why are you gonna bring somebody who's scared of
very.
heights? Like, hey,
Yeah,
you need to face your fears. No, man, you gotta protect and serve. He can do that. He can face his fears on the weekend.
Bro,
Thank you.
bro,
or
Yes,
on his own time.
bro.
you're a duel. Thank you.
200 the
He's a
best
Yes.
offer.
liability. Here he comes.
200 the best
Hey,
offer.
brother.
Damn. Let me show me the front. How he looks.
That's the front.
Okay. All right. There's a little bit of delay, so that's why.
Um,
$200.
Okay.
well,
Somebody
best
sent an
offer.
email to Ramen. Best offer $50. Somebody
Ramen
sent an
toys.
email to Super Seven.
Ramen
Somebody sent an
toys.
email Super Seven to Ramen Toys to please make Cops toys. Who owns the rights to Cops? Who owns the rights to Cops?
Probably Hasbro.
Man, they own everything. Oh, look at all that money.
What kind of cop goes out without his own gun and he uses a freaking whatchamacallit, a
A
pan?
real cop.
You should have
A
your
real
gun
cop.
here. No, man.
He's
Especially with a name like
I'm
Bulletproof.
bulletproof.
Come
If I have a
on,
name like
man.
Bulletproof, I wouldn't have carry a gun either. You know why? Thank you.
Because you're bulletproof.
So that's why. By the way, these are the worst
No.
cops ever. They haven't noticed all these criminals. Like, this is the worst. Like, they haven't noticed that these are the criminals. This guy just chased them like 2 days ago.
but they're wearing
Oh,
suits. That's the reason why.
but
You can't
the
tell.
prison hat didn't help.
And the handcuffs, no, that didn't help at all.
So,
But again, he is a patrolman. He's not a detective, obviously.
oh, it explains a lot. Explains a lot. You can't even notice when this
Yes.
girl's flirting with him. It's like,
And
oh my
just,
god, so
and
shy.
just for shits and giggles, Hasbro owns the rights to Cops.
Uh, you know they're not gonna do anything with that.
Not at all. That's what I said. We need to. When we get rich, we'll just pool our money and just make our own stuff.
All right, Frank, start coming up with a toy. Well, Does somebody buy a 3D printer? We can start 3D printing these characters.
That is true. We can.
Soon, it's crime fighting time.
No,
Look, that I'm telling you that.
the hell I thought it was cool, but
man.
I don't remember the toys being that cool though. The cartoon was cool, and it's
No, the toy was
crime.
not. The toy was not.
Come on, thank you. Hold on, wait. It's crime fighting time. See, I can sound like
There you
bulletproof.
go.
I can
There
sound
you
like
go.
bulletproof.
So check this out. Bulletproof doesn't have a gun, but
Yes.
he does have an explosive. Got it.
Yeah,
He does have a
Just wanna
gun.
make sure.
It's in his vest. He has a gun in his vest.
just
Is that what makes him bulletproof? Is his vest?
you gotta watch that episode.
Yes.
How you became
Again,
bulletproof.
you got to watch episode 5 so they can show you the
And-
origin of Bulletproof Vest.
And this is probably some stupid shit like they're pacifists. Like we only draw guns at the end if we have to, and he never draws it. It's like Brave Star, who's a sheriff, doesn't shoot. He-Man, who has a giant. Why does he have a sword if he's not going to use it? That's what I'm saying. He-Man has a
Last
sword
resort,
and axe.
man. Last resort.
He's got a sword, an axe, and a freaking saber-toothed tiger. And no, I don't want to use any of these. Yes.
That's green.
Yeah, yeah. So why carry that? Then just leave it at home. Leave the knife at home. Leave the sword at home.
And that's the lowest lane of the series, I'm assuming. Yeah, that's,
I don't
that's the
remember. I
lowest.
don't remember that well. I don't remember that well where I can tell you that's the case.
There we
Okay,
go. Look,
yes,
look,
it
look,
is.
another explosive, but no
Yeah.
gun.
Look at the size of the explosives, though. They're very tiny. They're very small, and then you can carry it. You can carry lots of explosive, but only one gun. It makes sense. I'm gonna go with it. Dwayne, you might know this better. Does is
What?
so bulletproof? Is he like cyborg?
No.
No. Hold
Well,
on.
for those-
No, hold on, D. Hold on. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Don't answer. You know what? Answer that because I want.
What?
Yeah.
What was all
Go ahead,
that?
go ahead.
Are you having a stroke?
Talking too much.
Are you having a
I
stroke?
Okay.
don't know. I don't know.
No,
He had a
I'm good.
stroke.
Go
He had
ahead.
a stroke. He had
Yeah.
a stroke. He's not cyborg. He got shot and they had to replace his midsection. So the federal government installed an Inspector Gadget kind of vest where it has options for explosives, and he has a machine gun in his chest, and it's bulletproof. His first name is Baldwin something. I forgot what the P is, but after the surgery, they called him BP Vest.
So he has
Yep.
a machine gun in his chest.
Yes.
That explains why he doesn't need to carry a
so
gun.
going by the name Bulletproof due
Correct.
to his cybernetic torso being able to deflect bullets, and they never say what the P's for.
Mhm.
So his name is Baldwin P. Vest. So Bulletproof Vest. That's a great name. That's it. I'm gonna name my kid Bulletproof Vest. So if I have a kid,
Oh, there you
guys,
go. You trying to play hero, trying to play hero, fall over. Ooh! And he is so super strong. He pulls the blimp and locks it. This is how strong he is. Super strong.
He's like Captain. He's like Captain America when he pulled the helicopter in. By the way, that was my favorite one.
Yeah, there you go.
Long Arm was my favorite character, though. It was
Got
cool
grappling
because
hook.
he looked like a cop. By the way, he's the only one freaking. There are very few people who look like cops here. And he had that, and he shot that little thing out, and he was, So, Hightower, whoever this guy is,
Scared
I
of heights,
hate him.
ladies and gentlemen. He was the driver. He was the one with the car.
But what was his name again?
Who?
This guy, the character, the main one here. I can't remember his name.
That's Long Arm.
No, the one that's scared of
Long Arm?
heights is not. No, Long Arm is not scared of heights.
Let's hold on.
I'll tell you right now, Hardtop. That's his.
He was a driver, so hold on. Yeah, he was had to do something with the car.
Yeah.
Well, that's Mace. There's a Long Arm. I believe Bullseye is going to be in this.
Bullseye.
Bullseye is the pilot of the helicopter or the futuristic. Yes. Did you know in Brazil his name was Sights?
Is it that who Bullseye?
Yeah, the Brazilian version of him
makes sense,
was called
though.
Sights. And his name is Huge S. Forward. Another S. But we don't know
they
what
like
the
to
S
put
stands
in
for.
Q.S. Forward. Get it? Forward? Bullseye? No, Huge no. Forward. Bullseye, looking forward. It makes sense. All these names have like little catchphrases. Yeah.
There's a reason for it. There's a reason for these names.
I like all the
There's
names.
a logic to it.
All the characters' names. PJ Long Arm, O'Malley, Rex, Bowser, Pointer.
Does he get the girl for saving her? Does he get the girl?
Of course he's going to save her. He's not scared of heights.
He's like, hey, how you doing? Like, we want to give her your number? She's like, no. All right.
Oh, that type of getting. Gotcha.
Yeah.
No. We all know if anyone's going to tag her.
Oh, now she's scared of heights.
Bulletproof.
But he's okay, though. He doesn't care. And there comes Long Arm.
Got him.
See what I'm saying? I want to say Long Arm is like the second character, like second lead in this cartoon. I want to say Bulletproof is first, Long Arm second, and I want to say then Rex, the dog handler, was the next.
No. Bullseye.
Bullseye?
Bullseye.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to find stuff for this for this toy line because every time you put cops in, you just get freaking the TV show Cops. Yeah.
He stole sandwiches.
That's all he had.
And which episode? Which episode is Bulletproof's origin? Number 5, you said, D?
It should be 5.
I'm gonna see if I can find it and put it in one of our other episodes. I want to see his origin. That's why I wanted D not to say anything. But I was
his origin's huge, right? It's got the biggest origin that I've seen in a while.
That's what she says.
Long Arm.
Sorry, it's episode 8. It's a 2-parter, 8 and 9. 8 and 9.
8 and 9? All right.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to do a special.
Okay. So do 2 episodes together. Get something good.
Yep.
I like it.
All right.
The case of Blimp.
Let's do our PSA. No PSA?
No PSA. No PSA on this one. They did a roll call.
But they did have a little thing called Cops Kids at the end of the episode. They did, yeah. Because Cops Kids, at the end of each episode, Cops, a special public service segment was known. So I'm not sure which one it is. The first one is Don't Go Into Dark Alleys. That was the first one that they did. Long Arm and Brian did it. I don't know who Brian is. Probably must be a little special needs kids.
Oh,
Yeah,
god
yeah.
damn, really?
I'm going
That's
there. He's
special
special
needs, kid.
needs. Uh, these are some of the titles for the PSAs. Don't go into dark alleys. No smoking. Don't ride with drunk drivers. Say no to alcohol and cigarettes, as I'm drinking a sip now. It talks about gangs, cars are not toys, uh, play away from cars, tractor safety, bicycle safety, and don't steal street signs. I don't know why that comes in. So don't. Highway tells the viewers never to steal a traffic sign and shows an example of a kid showing stealing a large stop sign. And there you go. Yeah.
Why would you do that?
So now we know.
Da-na-na.
So, gentlemen, what do you think about COPS, Central Organization of Police Specialists? Somebody,
Do we want to give our
somebody should do
first?
like somebody should be like COPS, Central Organization of Police Specialists. Bad boys, bad boy. Do the little mix there, mix both titles in. What you gonna do? Oh my God, I'm gonna do. I'm, yeah, I'm gonna do. Hopefully,
For you.
if I have enough time, I'm gonna do an intro for this cartoon. I'm gonna do the cops theme, the music theme, but the cops cartoon intro. Yes,
That would
yes.
be
I don't
cool.
think I could do
That
it, but
would
I'm
be
gonna
cool.
do it.
If anybody can do it,
That's always-
I know it.
it's
I
always
know
me.
it's you, buddy.
It's always me. But yes, so you want me, guys? You guys want me to do the rating system? All right, we got
Go for
here
it,
our
buddy.
Cartoon Rewind podcast. We have 3 rating systems.
Nice
If
voice.
yes, thank you. If you enjoy the cartoon and it brings you back to your childhood and you watch it again, we give it a rating of a rewind. If the show was okay and you're lucky, you visited your childhood for a second, you don't want to stay there very long. You're fine. We graded a fast forward, so we watched it. We don't hate it, but we're not coming back to it. And the last one is if it's total BS. Like let's just assume, let's call it Jason the Real Warriors, right? If it's something like that, and you never want to see it again, right? We give that an eject. So if it's something that does not interest you and you didn't like it, it's an eject. So just a recap here: Gem and the Holograms rewind, fast forward. I can't remember what we want to do. Fast forward and eject Jason and the Real Warriors. That's how we do it.
No. Eject is for freaking.
Oh, there you go.
Ghostbusters.
Thank you. So fast
Yeah.
rewind.
Fast
You were
forward.
good.
No, I'm gonna do this
forward
honestly.
is-
I'm gonna do this
You
honestly.
were good.
I'm gonna do this honestly.
You
I'm gonna do
were,
this
you were
honestly.
good.
No, I'm
You
gonna
were
do this
so
honestly.
good.
Um,
You were
Brave
good.
Star, rewind. Fast forward, Gem, and eject Jason and Real Warriors. That's how we're
Thank
going
you.
with it. That's how we're going with
Oh
it.
my god!
Yeah, we were good until Frank wanted to put in his 2 cents.
It's all about making D happy because if not, he starts crying.
Frank, don't.
Fine,
Frank,
whatever.
Frank,
Yeah.
Even though we all know the
yeah,
real
Frank, you want me to
Ghostbusters.
play the theme song to
Yes.
Gem again? We've been doing it. We've been doing it for.
I don't
We've been
care,
doing it for
bro.
like a month and a half. You sure? I can play it again.
I'm surprised you haven't as of yet.
I was
I'm
trying to
actually
be, I was trying to
shocked.
be nice and give you a pass on it. By the way, I enjoy the Ghostbusters. I did enjoy it, so I can't talk bad about it. No, I mean
Oh, I
obviously
can't.
the real Ghostbusters is better, but I still
Yes,
but I still
100%.
enjoy
There we go.
the
There we
Ghostbusters.
go.
I thought
Are
it
we
was
done
Oh
with
yeah,
the
yeah, we're
rating
sorry, we're
system?
done. We're
So we
totally
can-
done. Yes,
so we can
totally
rate
done.
this show?
I give Cops based on this episode, right? We're doing it based on the episode, not the whole series. I would do a rewind and watch
Correct.
another episode. That's Frank, and that's how we should do it. That's how we should do it.
No,
We should watch an episode, and based on the episode,
no, no,
go
no,
ahead.
no. If it's no, it should be fast forward this episode, but you still watch the series. It's a rerun if you want to watch the episode and the series.
Frank,
Is that plausible? Like,
I mean,
say, like
it
it's a
makes
filler
sense.
episode. You
It
want to
makes
fast
sense.
forward that. You want to fast. Okay, you want to fast forward that episode, but
Okay, it
you want to
makes
stay
sense.
with
I
the
like
series.
that, Frank. You agree with that? Okay, so I would
Sure.
give this one still a rewind, though. I would do a
Okay.
rewind. Yeah,
And
go.
I
No, go ahead. Go. You don't.
go
You,
ahead.
sir. You may proceed. Yeah.
Well, thank you, sir. I agree. I do give this one a rewind. I remember seeing the series when I was younger, but I really don't remember a lot about it. But I definitely am going to add, and we're going to do a special on the origin of Bulletproof because I'm interested. I enjoyed the series. I definitely want to give it a rewind, and I'm actually looking forward to our special when we do the two-parter.
So, guys, be on the lookout for our special cops.
Rolanda, you didn't finish. What were you saying?
Cops. Be on the lookout for a special.
No, you were saying something before Frank rudely interrupted you.
Oh,
So
I
you
don't.
didn't
I don't
finish your
recall.
thought.
I lost my thought.
Okay. For me, I will give this episode a fast forward because it was too. It's like a filler episode. Like they just threw it in just to say, "Hey, let's go ahead and just make it a optimal crime." There's nothing for it. But the series, I want to keep the series, but this one I'll give it a fast forward.
Sounds good.
Nice.
I'm okay with that. But yeah, but again, the episode I thought it was fun. I thought the episode was fun. Not like nothing to write about, but I would watch it again.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think of like if I was home, chilling and stuff, and this comes up, I'll watch it. Guys, we should do like our own like Tubi channel where we show all these cartoons.
Well, that's what our whatchamacallit, our TikTok channel's all about. We got a bunch of clips
Do
on
you
there
call
with
it
all these
TikTok?
cool cartoons.
What do you call it?
Yeah, what
I did.
flavor?
Right.
Orange,
The TikTok.
orange, blue,
Yeah,
green, red.
yeah, those. That's exactly what he just did right now. All right, but I enjoyed it. Thank you guys for bringing whoever added this. This was one of good cartoons that I enjoyed growing up, and still to this day I remember it. Now, obviously, have you guys ever had a food that's as a child that was so good, and then you ate it as an adult and it was like, why did I eat this?
Um,
This is yeah. I would say this is one of those things that I remember so fondly as enjoying it as a child, but when I watch it as an adult, it loses some of it.
Mhm.
Another thing, like all my TV shows growing up, like Knight Rider, Dukes of Hazzard. Okay, Dukes of Hazzard I can still watch, but Knight Rider for some reason I watch Knight Rider or A Team. That's another one. A Team, Knight Rider, and I'm like, oh my god, A Team. I'm gonna watch it, and I start like I'm 5 minutes into it. I'm like, oh my god, this is so bad. By the way, and I feel like Knight Rider is. This is not even the topic. We're talking about cops, but I feel like Knight Rider was on my brain. It feels like it had 7 seasons, but it was only 4. But whatever. So
yes, that's how long and drawn out season 3.
all I'm
through
gonna say,
4
all
was.
I'm gonna say to end the show is
Turbo boost activated, Michael.
that's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Well, guess what? That ends our show for today. And from everyone at Cartoon Rewind, we want to thank you for listening. And don't forget to give us a like, subscribe, and follow us on YouTube, Spotify, or anywhere you can get your podcast. And soon we'll be coming to Apple. And of course, we're on Instagram and TikTok. And until next time, my cartoon addicts, peace.